This Zoom quick tip is about using your personal meeting ID as a default place for you to meet with your classes, your departments, your school. Uh, it's a room that you don't have to set up every time. And most importantly, it's something you don't need to advertise over and over and over again. When you go to schedule a meeting, you might not notice that there's an option here for the meeting ID that's either generate automatically or use your personal meeting ID. Mine defaulted to personal meeting ID because I have that setting turned on, and I'll show you where that is in just a minute. But yours will probably default to generate automatically. The meeting ID generation is going to produce this 10-digit number here that is going to be the thing that folks are going to have to type in, the link they're going to have to click on in order to get to your meeting. By using your personal meeting ID, you can tell your most common participants that this is where you'll always be found. So if you were meeting with a class on a really regular basis, every day at 10 a.m., you might say in your Google Classroom to just join our regular meeting at 10 a.m. You could then have a link to this URL right here posted as a link connected to that assignment or that announcement in Google Classroom. So you don't have to put up a new one every time. Like this is Monday's invitation ID, this is Tuesday's invitation ID. It's always the same link because it actually is the same session. There might be times when you don't want to use your personal one, like if it's just an ad hoc meeting with parents, you might just have it be a unique one. So that it makes it so that the person you're meeting with in a half an hour doesn't end up coming into the meeting early when you have someone else in that same room. So if it's going to be someone you meet infrequently with, or you want to keep strong separation between audiences, by all means use that generate automatically. But for the reoccurring meetings among your colleagues and among your classes, you might consider using this personal meeting ID. So again, when I scheduled a meeting, I could have that checked, and I'm depending on whether I want it to default to utilizing the personal meeting ID or using a new one. That's I'm gonna manipulate in my settings. So show you where that is now over on the left. If I go to settings, and you can see here that I have it checked. Yours probably looks like this, where using your personal meeting ID when scheduling a meeting is turned off. And like most settings in Zoom, you can turn them on a case-by-case basis. This is more, what do you want the default to be? And then I did have it turned on for instant meetings as well. But to effect that scheduling one, that's going to be this right here. And then it says you can visit your personal meeting room to change your personal meeting room settings. So if I click on that, here's that personal meeting room. And this is one that I can always share with folks, this invitation to come to my meeting room. But again, it's nice. I can put that up on my classroom, put it on my Google, on a inside facing Google site, send it out with Synergy Communicator. But these are the different settings. I can, set have a password. I can have my audio and video settings squared away ahead of time. Can make sure that the meeting options I like are already squared away. So it just makes it so you don't have to continuously redo your settings, and then also gives a really nice common place for your meetings to take place. So that's the personal meeting room, leveraging the personal meeting room ID